How are you? Well, let me tell you some things about myself, my friends. I've lived in England 20 years. That's the reaction you get from English people. Nothing. There's nothing at all. Let me tell you, my friends, that is not the reaction you get back home in Ireland. When you tell other Irish people you've lived in England for 20 years, this is what you get. How? How have you lived amongst the English for 20 years? How? How have you not lost your accent? What are you talking about? I'm not going to lose the only thing attractive on an Irishman. Right? I advertise Ireland. I do. I advertise Ireland, including Northern Ireland, which is not an easy sell. I don't know if you know this, there's a couple of elephants in the living room there. Does anybody here know what the #1 tourism attraction in Northern Ireland is? Giant's Causeway is what it always used to be, yes sir. But it's recently been taken over by the fact they've spent millions on a Titanic exhibition. Millions! With the slogan, it was all right when it left here. Don't you think that talk yet? Something that British and Irish people have in common is that we're different than anybody else in the rest of Europe. All across our political classes in Britain and Ireland, all the political parties want us to be like somebody. Yeah? The buzzy political phrase is the Nordic model. They want us to grow up to be Norwegians. Has anybody ever been to Norway? Beautiful place. I was gigging in Oslo. So nice, so clean, so polite, so well educated, really well run, great environmental protection, great social equality between the genders. Boring as fuck! Oh, God. Oh, God. Until you go somewhere where there's no scumbags, you'd be surprised how quickly you missed them. Just wandering around going, why is nothing on fire? Listen, I have a lot of love for our Germanic cousins. But essentially what British and Irish people are the messy, rowdy people that got kicked out of everywhere else in Europe, heading west. Yeah? I only noticed that years ago. My mates used to live in Munich, right? All my mates from Dublin, they moved to Munich, right? We learned, when you're in Munich, you could see the Alps. We were drinking ourselves to death. So we decided, let's try snowboarding. Yeah? Just a bunch of Dublin scumbags. Let's try snowboarding. So we went up to the mountains and we hired the boards, we hired the boots, and that was it. Other than that, we snowboarded in our clothes. Which seemed perfectly normal to us until we had the reactions from the local, just horrified reactions from the local Germans, just like, what are you doing? You're snowboarding in your jeans. Yeah, they'll dry out. But you've got no goggles, you've got no gloves. We've all got hoods. Why have you all got a bag of cans? Because unless there's a sign specifically saying you can't have a bag of cans, you'd be mad not to bring a bag of cans, wouldn't you? It was there. Like, these people were so nice in Norway. But it turns out there's such a thing as too nice. After 3 days, I just cracked. These people, they were sweethearts like you, lovely people, but I couldn't take it anymore. I just, what happened to you, Norway? You're so nice! What happened to you? You used to be seafaring gang rapists. They're like, boo, boo. I was like, what, too soon? I'm not saying it's a bad thing that your ancestors are seafaring gang rapists. I'm saying it's a good thing. If they weren't, to this day, 8% of Irish people wouldn't be attractive. They're just too nice. Let's see now. There's a couple in the front row. Late 30s, early 40s. Look like they were been together a long time, classic breeding age. I turned to the husband or partner, whatever he was, and I went, have you got kids? This is a response I've never had. This guy went, no, we don't have children in Norway. We have hobbies. I couldn't let it go. I was like, what are you talking about? We don't have children, we have hobbies. What kind of hobbies do you have? The guy went, myself and my partner, we have very kinky sex. I was like, do tell, Dirty Balls McGinty, I'm all ears. What are we talking about here? The guy went, my partner, she straddles me. Has anybody ever heard of that? A sexual position known as woman on top. Have you heard of that? I've seen it in a movie, I'll tell you what I saw. Now, from what I could gather, the man doesn't need to do a lot. He's basically a man sat in a chair. He just needs to stay focused and feel grateful. The woman, on the other hand, now, she had her back turned to me, but she was pumping up and down on him from her feet. That's how you do it properly, ladies. None of this lazy from the knee shit. We get nothing out of that. Our Willie's an up-down thing, not a forward-back thing. Grinding the shit out of us like you're trying to change the gear on our balls. Up, down. She straddles me. And then she takes my belt and she wraps it around my neck. And the harder she strangles me, the harder she pumps on me. And the harder she pumps, the harder she strangles, till I think I'm about to die. And I come with fear. I'm just looking around the room like, everybody's there. All the Norwegians are just like, yeah. You see, here in Norway, here in Scandinavia, we're very open-minded. You cannot shock us. We're very open-minded. This is like red rag to a bull for me. Well, I can't shock you. Ireland's premier wind-up merchant. I can't shock you. They're like, no, we're totally unshockable. Yeah. I can't shock you. No. Well, I'm from a place called Ireland. And in Ireland, we don't recycle. Have a great night. Thank you very much.